Hi there, this is Tom Drugge from Stamp Auction Network. Today we're diving into an exciting comparison, GoogleLens versus Stamp Auction Network's Get Market Data, Provenance, and Census features. We're going to see how these tools stack up when it comes to identifying and understanding stamps. We're going to use a couple US classics to show you how to use GoogleLens and compare them to features in Stamp Auction Network. This video will show you how technology is transforming the world of philately, so let's go. Now, you can Google Lens with your phone, but I'm going to demonstrate how to use it with your desktop. So first, let's talk about Google Lens. This tool is incredible for philately. Whether you're a beginner or a casual collector, it uses image recognition to identify objects, and yes, that includes stamps. So let's put it to the test with two examples, starting with a tough one, Scott 12, and an easier one, the iconic inverted Pan Am. So time for a couple tips. Anytime you have an image on the screen, you can right-click on it and find some interesting options. So this is what happens when I click on this image of a Scott 12. So I'm going to pull up the image, and I'm going to right-click on it, and you'll see this option. You may never have noticed it, but you've got this Search with Google Lens. So I'm going to click on it. It'll do its magic, and it pulls up the basic identification. So, I mean, this is quite amazing. In just a few seconds, it pulled up a number of matches. Now, there's a few problems or shortcomings. I mean, you see on the left, on the right, you see the matches, but, you see some price history. But you do see some mismatches. I mean, this is a US 76. Most of these might be US, that's a 67. If you go down further, you'll see that you start to get into stamps that aren't even this stamp, the 50-cent Jefferson, as well as some Confederate States stamps, and then even some Treasury stamps. And if you go all the way to the bottom, you start to see revenue stamps, et cetera, et cetera. So it's not entirely accurate, but for its speed and accuracy, it's amazing. Now, it's not going to identify variations or different stamps with different designs. It just falls way short there. Now, let's do the same with the inverted Pan Am. It's one of the favorite era stamps in US philately. And this still is with the upcoming Kelleher sale. And we're going to look at two of these. We're going to look at a mint stamp and a used version of the invert. So, again, pull up the image. Right-click on it, choose Search with Google Lens, and there we go. It's got a Wikipedia article on it, Lens Stamp News, a pair from Robert Siegel. And it doesn't take long for it to start having misses, but this is still totally amazing. It's got a Trans-Mississippi, on and on and on. One of the things, Google Lens is great for identification. I mean, it gives you a quick shortcut. I mean, if you had a common stamp, you just want to identify it, get an idea, start where it is. I mean, it's a great start, but it does struggle with context. For instance, it's not going to differentiate between mint and used stamps. It's not going to provide any population data or price history beyond what's available on platforms like eBay. It's limited to the number of images, and let's be honest, these prices, if you're looking at eBay prices, they're all over the place, and they don't reflect the real market value of a stamp in really good condition. But no question, this is amazing. Let me go back quickly, just do the same for the used copy. I'm going to click on it, right-click on the image, pull up the Google Lens, and it looks like it gave pretty much the similar results. So it's not going to differentiate if you're looking at a used or a mint stamp. So while Google Lens is an incredible starting point, a great tool for general use, it's not great for serious philatelists who want precise data and market insights. So that's where Stamp Auction Network takes things to the next level. And so, if you're thinking about it, compared to Google Lens, Stamp Auction Network is your philatelic consultant. So let's start with the basics. So I'm just going to run you through the two examples using the invert. So the first tool is to get market data, and I just follow the link to get market data, and I'm going to get an accurate population for this stamp in this format, categorized by condition such as mint, used, blocks, pairs, or covers. And you've got population data. So we've got 36 mint copies of this stamp at the Stamp Auction Network database. If I looked at the get market data for the used copy, I'm going to see I've got 7 copies. If I went back to that 12-cent, the 5 cents got 12, and did this, this particular one is an unused. So again, it's very carefully delineating, like mint, never hinged, used. I can change it to mint and get the same population. I got 15 of those, so you get the picture. But even with get market data, you're getting price history. You can see where this stamp sold, how much it sold for, etc. Now, the next level is provenance. And if you look at this used example, you will see that we get a history of the exact same stamp as offered previously by other auction companies. This isn't guessing, it's real verified data from auctions around the world. And this, again, is the exact same stamp. So you can see where it sold it with Feldman and Matthew Bennett. And finally, the Census feature takes it home. I'm going to click on the Census and Provenance. And here you see the entire population of 64 items in our Provenance database, of which, if I go all the way down to the bottom, it represents 33 different stamps. So, according to Stamp Auction Network, there are 33 examples of the Scott 294A used, and you can look at each one ranked by price sold and find out where it sold before. So pretty impressive. I mean, Stamp Auction Network takes image recognition, turns it into a full-fledged research tool, giving collectors everything they need to understand the real value of stamps. So let's wrap this up. GoogleLens is an amazing tool, especially for beginners and casual collectors. The ability to snap a photo and identify a stamp right from your phone is nothing short of revolutionary. It lowers the barrier to entry and makes philately more accessible to people everywhere. But we've seen it has its limitations. The data is often limited to eBay prices, which don't always reflect the true market. Serious collectors need more. That's where Stamp Auction Network shines. With its get market data, provenance, census tools, Stamp Auction Network goes beyond basic identification, delivers detailed insights, verified price histories, population data, making it indispensable for serious philatelists. The future of philately may feel uncertain to some, but tools like this are proof that technology can usher in a new generation of collectors. Whether you're using GoogleLens to just answer your curiosity, or if you're diving deep into Stamp Auction Network, there's never been a better time to embrace the digital tools that are transforming our hobby. So I say embrace technology and support it. And you can support what we're doing at Stamp Auction Network by signing up with one of our membership plans. You just click on this, upgrade your membership by clicking here, and you can subscribe to basic extended features. You can get market data. You can go higher and get premium extended features and get provenance and census. But this supports the technology that we develop at Stamp Auction Network to take your collecting experience to the next level. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like or subscribe. Hit the bell for more philatelic tips and tools. Happy collecting, everybody.